$24, which isn't a lot.
I have a question. Come with us. Come on, surely you're a clone. You can come with your clone. Alright, goodbye. That's okay. Well, that definitely happened. Not much happened for diving into the fleet of nightmares, but definitely happened. Oh my god, there's 35 gerbils coming out of your closet? Anyway, so I just got done having a nice bake sale, and look who it is. It's this guy, and he took out another debt. That's a terrible, terrible idea. But, the bake sale was for, charity, so I'm feeling very nice. Here you go. Here's $1 million bajillion dollars. Don't have time for games. Your crew's been transporting all 1,100 scrap. To the man, the debt-ridden, once wealthy free man is now a free bug once again. Alright, and then he just leaves. Wonderful. Singing 3 hells at the same time, perhaps I'll assignment of gratitude. Free bug can focus on my mission, you help with debt. I try not to follow mission. Mission involves the Harmony. Harmony far worse than will ever be. The ship prototype is designed to fight Harmony. Okay. Brown and yellow, disgusting, fleshy, ripped with space opens? Okay. I just wanted to, sell cookies. And yet, here I am in the weird space rift. Alright. As your ship tumbles through the wormhole, you realize that it's both figuratively and literally a wormhole. As what appears to be thousands of giant worms slamming against your hull, covering it in fecal matter. Wonderful. It's gonna be really hard on the next bake sale. No one's gonna want to stop by. Your ship tumbles out of the wormhole, mostly unharmed, but in a familiar space. You quickly check the star map and notice there are thousands of beacons, all labeled Sing with the Harmony. You appear to be near a heavily damaged space station. You hail the station and are met with an unsettling silence. You dock your ship with space station and without incident, and your crew swiftly board the station and begin to set up their new table. It appears the station has suffered a heavy attack, and you wonder if there are any survivors to buy cookies, and working terminals within. You pass through the airlock and await the depressurization sequence, surprised it's still working. Once it completes, everyone present steps into a long, winding hallway and begin to investigate the massive space station. Is this gonna, double the fleet a couple more times? Because I'm not in a great place for that. You and your crew stand in the station's lobby observing your surroundings. No greeting parties arrives to meet you. Well, I haven't set my table up yet. They'll come. Once the cookies are set out, they will come. Gaining the otherwise gray and white interior, an ominous crimson sheen of organic paint. From this point forward, you'll be exploring the space station since you are uncomfortable immediately jumping into those suspicious beacons. Getting your bearings on the station may be wise for a step in figuring out what is going on. Be sure to keep an eye on your inventory. Okay. You and your crew have agreed this will be your initial rendezvous point and begin combing the vessel. What would you like to do? Explore, inspect a corpse, check the nearby stations. Or station map. Well, we'll look at a corpse, make sure it's not a zombie. Investigate the nearby corpse. It appears to be a dead mantis with a metallic shield hung on its arm, next to a dead rockman with a hole the size of its head in its torso and left shoulder. Can you have a hole in your shoulder? Wouldn't it just be a lack of a shoulder? I guess well, maybe. If you have a circle, and there's a hole in the center of it, there's a hole in the circle. If there's a hole on the side of it, does that still count as a hole? I don't know. Inspect them more closely. Investigate the wounds. Where's Sherlock? Or whatever his name is. We need that guy. What is his name? I have no idea. It's been a while. What part of them do you want to examine? The wounds, the possessions. Make sure they're not, radioactive zombies. Check their ID, or just leave them alone. Check. You gotta check them. Well, if they have murder bots in them. Find traces of destroyed nanobots embedded in their flesh that look similar to the nanosheets that Harmony and Separatists utilize, but a far more advanced version. Investigate the bodies. Inspect them closely. Check the IDs. Zolpe and Kelp. You got any goods? Fairly through the dead man's bag, you find a small key card. Alright, I suppose we should probably check the wounds at this point. Done everything but that. Intense battle, you're unable to determine what weapon could have caused so much damage or how many wounds they sustained before death. I mean, I'd have to guess it'd be murder bots. Those are pretty, murderous. Also, shield. Okay, we'll leave those guys alone. We'll check the station map. Monitor appears to be destroyed as a vent iron pipe seems to have flown through the top half of the screen. Okay, I guess I won't be doing that. We'll explore. What I'd like to do, enter the nearest room to the airlock labeled custodian closet. Security station. Drop past the security station and check apartments A. Or head north and follow signs to Mito's Diner. This just makes me want to play System Shock 2. That's a good game. Very, very janky, but good. We'll check the custodian's closet. You enter the cramped closet alone. I wanted the whole crew to come in. All of them. It's a lined floor to ceiling with tools. You may be returning here often for tools as you discover them as you need them. Leave the room and return to the airlock. What if I just take everything? I have a lot of crew. I'll have them all carry a different tool. We'll go ahead and explore. Probably don't have access to the security station, but we check. You decide to head to the security station. Has a shield crest above the door, which appears to be damaged by fire. It reads, Ilona Security Station. Serenity Station? I have no idea. Maybe? Maybe? It might work. You make out the form of a humanoid figure in the darkness beyond the doorway. Appears to be slept at a chair at security desk. Male, mid-30s. Fingers of the right hand have hooked around the barrel of the gun and his thumb is curled down on the trigger. Security guard, however, is not the only one to have been killed. See the body of a small robot, quite badly damaged. It looks like it tried to intervene in the fracas or destroy the process. There's also the body of a young orchid with a large hole through its skull. Do they have skulls? I don't know. Look at me, it's early teens. Search. Can I have the gun? I would like to have 2 guns because everyone has a gun already. Well, I mean, he just kind of spits. Most people have guns. I want 2 guns. As you do so, the body of the orchid child rises from the floor and stares at you. Normally, you'd be relieved to see someone else alive, but the person has a large fist-sized hole through its skull. Yeah, that's usually not good. I could just shoot him. He could be a zombie. On the other hand, I mean, just look at. Hold on. We gotta get the inspect tool out here. Hold on. Hold the phone. We want to go ahead and save as. Put this on the desktop because I'll never find it again. And then we come over to add image. Yeah, this is great. I'm very good at naming conventions. Don't worry. We go browse. We want the desktop. I named it clearly ASDFA. The classic. Wow, that is incredibly tiny. Oh, there he is. See, he's already kind of got a hole in his face. What if he's just this guy? It's possible. I don't know. I mean, look at he's very spooky. He also kind of looks like a corpse already. It could just be this guy was taking a nap. It's probably not, but it could be. So get rid of that. Okay, yeah, I had to hit discard twice on that. That was a little weird. Anyway, hey, how's it going? Yeah, it just screams at you. That's good. It screams feral energy you never seen, rushes you high speeds. You then shoot him in the face again. It's kind of rude. I don't even know. Does the orchid have brain matter? It's a plant. I mean, it's possible, I guess. You and your crew unload about 15 rounds into it until there are more holes than body left. It finally stops moving. Okay, so probably zombies. Probably. Nanobot zombies, maybe? You say useless gun. I could use a second gun. We'll search the desk. All you find on the desk is useless office supplies. Nothing of use is found. You find a smaller desk or drawer in the desk that looks out of place. You try to pry it open. You find dusty family photos. What a shame. The computer powered on the terminal. Absolutely nothing happens. You remember examining the internals of the terminal and appears to be working or simply not receiving power. Okay. Anything in the room? You notice that all the weapons have been taken from the armory, but there's some spare munitions if you need it. You mentally note its location so you come back for later. Also, a fuse box. You find a fuse box in the armory. Faded piece of tape reads backup power. Fuse is missing. Okay, then let's go back. Go back. Well, you think the custodian has one? He does not. Kind of figured the custodian would have one. Let's go to Mito's Diner. Probably less zombies in there. I arrive at the diner. It appears entirely ransacked. And covered in what appears to be several chemicals on the floor. Someone was just cleaning up. Take your chances. Refuse to step inside the diner. Explore the complex past the restaurant. Turn back and return the airlock. You navigate past Mito's Diner. Arrive at the laser metal security door. This is the sign pointing towards the the security door labeled Central Pizza. It's not pizza, it's plaza. Probably can't do anything there. Probably need another key. I'm gonna go to the apartments. That's a lot of apartments. And I'm hoping we find fuse, go to the thing, use computer to open main door. That's my thought process right now. A lot of rooms appear to have been barricaded from inside as well as the outside. A bit excessive, but perhaps these people were desperate. It would take a long time to break into these rooms, however, a few rooms are not barricaded, or heavily barricaded. Start with 107A. Doors be seen better days, car handles damage beyond repair. Knock on the door. No response. Alright, enter the apartment. You attempt to open the door, but it's unsurprisingly locked. Thankfully, it's not made of incredibly strong material. You give the door numerous good kicks so it comes loose. Can't believe the station even uses hinges. It must be a luxury or preference of the inhabitants. You and your crew enter with guns. Here's a pillow. As you scan the room, you can't believe how dirty it is. The room is small, rather drab, and is in relatively bad condition. Scrap metal everywhere. Can I take it? I want it. I need it. The shelves are empty except for a few dusty objects. The bed is unmade, and the sheets are stained. Desk takes up most of the room, leaving little room for other belongings. Personal belongings are scattered on the desk. They include a comb, an old cloak, some origami cranes, a small computer. And there's no one here. Okay. Desk. Read the paperwork. It has paperwork on it that talks about bills and missed payments, a day planner, work computer. Alright, yeah, dear Joseph. Due to the nature of your stay with us, cleaning will be done once a week unless otherwise instructed. If you require cleaning sooner than that, please inform us. Your rent will be deducted once a month in advance. Alright. You pick up the invoice. It reads $300 for space rent. Well, no wonder pirates live out on distress beacons. You can't pay that. That's an expensive space rent. Think of how many slaves I could buy for that space rent. That's some expensive space rent. Read more. Dear Joseph Ballard, you're receiving the letter pursuant to the provisions of the Slug Fair debt collection practice. As a general proposition, the principal benefit of the act is to ensure that debt collectors behave responsibly. This means that they are generally required to provide you with relevant information concerning the debt that you may be struggling to repay. This information is typically supplied in the form of communication, such as this communication informs you that your outstanding balance is currently $1 million bajillion. I want to know what 0.12 scrap would be. Due to this slug breathable air tax, unless you notify to the contrary, in writing within 30 days of receipt that you have already paid this debt or tax, your debt interest will be locked at 100% monthly interest rate until your debt is resolved. Yours truly, the debt slug debt chart. Day planner is mostly blank. The person appears not have been very responsible with planning their days. As few entries labeled in notes, the only one that seems to be important is Protocol Zeta. Zeta, if Protocol Zeta is enacted, a state of martial law is initiated until the harmony threat is neutralized. Please use your provided firearms to defend yourself. Hide yourself wherever you can, barricade yourselves in, and security teams will do everything they can to make sure you don't get murderated. If anybody comes to the door, no matter what they sound like, do not open it until the terminals receive the all clear. You have learned the harmony has started taking voice samples to mimic. Interesting. Boot up the terminal. The terminal individual has news article up, several files pulled up on the folder labeled music. Read the news article. Emergency text only broadcast for Commander Bromwell Rudkin at the Bellana space station. Several Harmony vessels have entered our beacon space and are inbound to our sanctuary. Immediately follow Protocol Zeta. We'll block out all outboard communication with the station so the Harmony cannot report our beacon to the hive mind. But we don't know how dangerous the inevitable battle will be. Godspeed. According to the calendar, the broadcast was submitted to all personnel last month, about 30 days ago. You also notice that the calendar date is roughly 4 years correct. Or are you 4 years in the future? Anyway, check the music. Here are the files you find. They are not named. Okay, just click a random one then. I was really hoping it would just play music. Can't believe I already have more than 300 updates on board. Can't motivate myself to do anything. I'm drowning in debt, and those cloud-faced scoundrels have essentially taken the entire sector. I wonder what it's like in the neighboring sectors. Not like it matters. Any ship we send to the exit beacon never returns. I hope that Commander Ruckin has a long-term plan for us, or this may be how the remnants of our race will spend the rest of our lives. Number 24. Emergency broadcast from Commander Ruckin. Are we really initiating Protocol Zeta? There will be mass panic. This is really bad. I ran to the cafe and brought all the food and water I could with that scrap I could muster. The lines were massive. Thankfully, the commander let us carry arms aboard the space station for such occasions. I'm not sure how it usually goes against the dudes. 325. They're here. I heard them breaking into that dude's apartment next door. The old mate's coot put up a little fight, but I could swear I heard a loud, constant, high-pitched buzz. Then ice cold silence. I'm not going out there. I barricaded the door with everything I could in the room. I kept the lights off and stay away from the door. I never got my son from school today. I'm too much of a coward to go find him. Why would you? Alright, boys. Alright. Death murder robots are coming to attack us. But Jimmy, you got a math test today. You gotta go. I'm sorry. You gotta go. See, happy chipper Mel voice playing for the terminal. Junior came home. He also figured out the ski as he asked me to let him in. I was father, of course. Why wouldn't I let him in? You hear different muffled voices speaking in different pitches. Accents all speaking in unison very softly in the background. Oh, good. Yes, that's really good. I go with you. You found Mom. She's at the docking bay. Oh, well, that sounds really good. Recording is dead silence for about 57 minutes. I wonder, do you think I just listened to it for 57 minutes? Also, there's a loud thump. Punched directly in the face. Alright, that's about enough of that. Check the closet. Find a few pairs of dirty clothes in here, a few old cardboard boxes that are tossing aside, a few useless woods such as labeled gym shoes. You find one that catches your eye, spare parts. Alright, open the box. Take the fuse. And now we got a fuse, and we can leave. I guess we'll go ahead and check around the other ones, just in case. Yeah, no, that one's got, like, demon death robots in it. Not gonna go to that one. There's nothing in there. Alright, we'll go in. One open all you, constantly crewer, and using a section of the wall adjacent to the door brace. I just shoot the door down. Your crew enter the room swiftly with your weapons drawn. The room is painted in light pink. Bed is covered in a clean pink comforter and white sheets, and a horde of stuffed animals is piled in the corner, including a tiny watermelon with googly eyes, a skeleton in a suit, a white puppy dog with gold fur, and gold patches around fur around one ear, and a pink axolotl. Far corner of the room is a picture of a beautiful garden. Next to the picture is a bookshelf with thick books. You don't recognize the authors of any of these books, and they have been written recently. Interesting. Round table adorned with tiny stickers of different fictional characters. One is a purple pencil, a small blue jay, an orange cat with a silly straw in its mouth, a white mouse. There's also a stack of what appear to be tiny ID cards. I will take an ID card. Why not? This room sounds like an argument. I'm going inside the room. You can't seem to make out any words. When you try to focus on it, you hear in your mind it's a high-pitched buzz. Alright, probably just gonna leave that one as well. probably don't need that room. Anyway, let's go back to the security station. Open the door. Gotta go search the room, spare the fuse, divert power to the lights, general outlets, computer terminal, or the break room. I don't even know where the break room is. I'll do the computer terminal. Search the terminal, use the security terminal to create a temporary ID. Okay, we gotta be station guest. Alright. So the elevator doors allow access. You insert the blank ID card and register a guest ID for yourself and 48 of your other crew. With a surprisingly user-friendly on-screen prompt, machine etches the magnet strip into each of the IDs and spits them back. Hooray! I'm gonna go back to the fuse box, and I'm going to divert power to the break room. Oh, that's just your crew visit the break room and have a rest on the comfortable couches. Hooray! What about the general outlets? Okay, we get a nice... I guess this is not the same room, or it's all the same room. Emergency lights fade. The only thing different you notice is hundreds of thousands of scratch marks along the walls. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it with that, I guess. Go back. We'll explore. Let's go to Mito's Diner. Can't do... Well, hold on a second. We go back to the airlock. Explore... Can I get boots? No boots, unfortunately. Mito's Diner, past Mito's Diner. Open the door. Check the panel, latch door, and even switch. Search comes to must be a security door, locking down the power station from the central part of the complex. Alright. Navigate past Mito and arrive at a laser metal security door. Try to turn the airlock. I haven't found, There's not even a way to open the door. Station map's still broken. I gotta go turn the computer back on. Yeah, I can't do anything there. Maybe I just had to go to the apartments then. Never mind, go back. Explore. Because I can't get into Mito's Diner. Can't get into this door. Corpses don't help me, of course. Custodian closet. Oh, wait, no. Plasma cutter. There we go. Now I can go to Mito's Diner. Plasma cutter. With citizens of your crew utilize the power cutter. Not plasma cutter, whatever. To cut a hole through the security door large enough to climb through. Bathroom new open. You and your crew have reached the central plaza. It's a bathroom room at over 100 feet high. I almost forget you're inside a space station for a moment. Okay, here's the plan, right? Right? Get back on our ship. And send in the battle bot. He can go around and do this for us. There's a door with a garden now withering away due to lack of care, and several inert fountains with the lighting set up. Most likely to give a colored fountain show to passerbys. In the center of it is a large glass cylindrical elevator attached to a glass tube. It looks like it only goes up from your current position. There are 3 other security doors in the plaza. Go through the hole, return to the rendezvous point. Try to access the elevator using the IDs. You scan your IDs, and you're allowed in. I guess we'll go to the second floor. Quickly try to switch staff at the second floor. It's a single ding, and the door is open. Exit the elevator. Find yourself at the central plaza on the second floor. It is nearly identical in terms of decoration to the first floor, but the adjacent areas are different. Start with leaf, you find the emergency blast doors will only be triggered to the south, the northwest, and east. Northwest and east are fully accessible. Search the bodies in the by the way, there's bodies everywhere. Jimmy, what do you think of the situation? All right, Jimmy. Good chat.